Divine grace is compound of charity, Guru, Bhakti Dhira Swami, 𝐤𝐢𝐳𝐝 Paramhamsa 𝐒𝐰𝐳𝐝 Astotara Divine grace Bhakti Dhira Damodara Swami, Ananta Guru Vrinda Namacharya Sela Haridasa Friends who Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Siva Sai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopinath Shama Parada Giri Varan Ki Vrindavan Mattu Varan Ki Navadu Maipuram Ki Jagannath Puri Ram Ki Yamuna Maiki Ganges Maiki Tulasi Devi Ki Bhakti Devi Ki Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ki Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. Glory to Shishi Guru Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pasai Bhutale Shamati Bhakti Tritasha Namaste Krishna Padaya Prabhupada Shita Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Bhakti Tritina. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshulamitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Mano Vistam Sapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Karamahyam Daratisha Padantikam. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Reading from Srila Prabhupada Lamrit. The last instruction. As they turned off the daily Agra road, Srila Prabhupada saw for the first time the stone marker, Bhakti Dhira Swami Maharaj. They soon met up with Kunarnava, who was waiting on a motorcycle and who joyfully sped ahead to tell the devotees at the Krishna Balaram Mandir that Srila Prabhupada was here. At the gate of the temple, a big return party, including all the Gurukula children, was gathered to greet Prabhupada with chanting and dancing. 4 devotees carried Prabhupada in a palanquin to the temple hall, where he offered his respect to the 2 lords, Krishna and Balaram. After the Arati ceremony honoring Srila Prabhupada, Prabhupada spoke briefly to the assembled devotees. If death takes place, he said, let it take place here. Seeing his demeanor and hearing him speak these unexpected words, some of the devotees in the room began to cry. So
He continued. There is nothing new. There is nothing to be said new. There is nothing to be said new. Whatever I have to say, I have spoken in my books. Now, try to understand it and continue your endeavors. Whether I am present or not present, it doesn't matter. As Krishna is living eternally, similarly, the living being also lives eternally. But 𝐾𝐻 sa jivati. One who has done service to the Lord lives forever. One who has done service to the Lord lives forever. Are we doing service for the Lord?
Yes.
I agree with you that you can say like that, but not everyone. I don't agree that all of us are doing service for the Lord. I agree, you can say yes, because you are cooking the whole day. Jumping here and there, while others are sleeping. We can also do something, but what is the attitude? It is not everything we do that is for Krishna. Even in environment, where was Kamsa living? Where was Kamsa living? Kamsa. Mathura. Mathura is what? Spiritual world. Was he living in spiritual world? Was Kamsa living in the spiritual world? A person who is constantly, every minute is thinking how to Krishna. You live in the spiritual world? Huh? And he lives in Mathura, physically. Was he living in Mathura? No. So let us not look at Kamsa, let us look at ourselves, where we are. Are we in Krishna consciousness? What is our activity? Cheaters. Cheaters. One who is cooking the whole day for Krishna is serving Krishna. That person lives forever with Krishna. Oh, Ram Prayer Prabhu. Always attending to the deities. Live for Krishna. He lives forever. Eternally. Not everyone. One who has done service to the Lord lives forever. One who has done service. All service. If the Lord is pleased with what we have done, that is service. If the Lord is pleased with the service, that is devotional service. If the Lord is not pleased, it is not service. If the Lord is pleased, that is service. Ravana served Lord Shiva very dearly. Is it not? Is it not? Ravana is a disciple of Lord Shiva. He served him dearly. Lord Shiva protected him. Why? He was not pleased with his service. Ravana, very good devotee of Lord Shiva. But because he did not please Lord Shiva, if someone is attending to you very nicely and beating your children, that person is serving you. No, they do everything for you. Cooking very nicely. Clean your plate very nicely. As soon as you finish cooking, beating your children. Every day. The person is pleasing you. A service for Krishna means a service which pleases Lord Krishna. Krishna is happy and enjoys it. So check our lives and see. Is my service pleasing to Krishna? We are doing service with grudge. And we are doing service with grudge. That is service? Huh? We ourselves as conditional service, if somebody is dealing with you with grudge, you like it? So what about the Lord? Huh? What about the Supreme Lord? If we don't like it, what about the Supreme Lord? He's the Supreme, so he's placid. He has feelings like we have feelings. We have feelings because he has feelings. That's why we have feelings. So as we don't like it, he doesn't like it. One who does service for the Lord lives forever. Giving conditions to do service. We're giving conditions for doing service. Condition. That service? Service which pleases Krishna is 𝐼 pratihata. 𝐼 bhakti. That is Ananya Bhakti. Ananya Bhakti will give prasidati. Prasidati. Atma prasidati. Janma prasidati. Jena Atma prasidati. The Janma prasidati. The heart will be satisfied. Because Harokshaja is pleased. Yes. So you have been taught to serve Krishna. So with Krishna, our life is eternal. The temporal disappearance of this body, it doesn't matter. The body is meant for the appearance. So live forever by serving Krishna. So live forever by serving Krishna. Live forever. No service for Krishna, dead. Eternal life, service for Krishna, dead. After one day in Vrindavan, Srila Prabhupada wrote, I was staying in Hrishikesh hoping to improve my health, but instead I have become a little weaker. Now I have come back to my home, Vrindavan Dham. If anything should go wrong, at least I would be here in Vrindavan, under the shelter of Srimati Radha. When there is Radha, what is remaining? Nothing remains. Everything is complete. Complete. Srila Prabhupada called for Tamal Krishna Goswami. There are two things, he said: trying to survive and to prepare for death. There's only two things. Nothing, no third one. There's no third one. It is better to plan for the worst. Arrange to always have 3 or 4 men with me. Have kirtan and read Bhagavatam all the time. Preparation for death. It is the way to do it. So we are seeing so many devotees leaving the body without devotees association. No Bhagavatam, no kirtan. What is that? When devotee live like that means what? Huh? Huh? Inauspicious. Narake socha, patanti narake socha. Arrange to always have 3 or 4 men with me. Have kirtan and read Bhagavatam all the time. Now I am trying to take little food. Parikshit Maharaj would not even take water. Not even water. That's for Parikshit Maharaj. He was determined to do the best. Yes. He was determined. Determination. No water. Not even water. Not tea. Only what? Krishna Katamrita. Krishna Katamrita. That's all. That is the 𝐤𝐬𝐬 of life. Yes. That will sustain the soul. Is Krishna Katamrita. Since the Prabhupada's mood, Tamal Krishna mentioned the need for the will. And Prabhupada agreed. The writing of the will will not be done with the attitude that the end had come, but in the spirit of preparing for the worst. It also means finishing things so they will not have to be done at the last minute. Prabhupada was concerned that his movement continue securely with all ISKCON properties in the possession of his disciples within the institution, and all his instructions made clear for the future. This matter should be dispatched now in a will, and the G-men should gather in Vrindavan to make this last arrangement and to be with him. Tamal Krishna wanted to double check to see that Prabhupada actually wanted all the GBC men from all over the world to come. It will be costly and demanding. So he wanted to be sure that Prabhupada really wanted it. When Srila Prabhupada assured him that he did, Tamal Krishna, who saw his service as responding to whatever Srila Prabhupada desired, also spoke in favor of the idea. Because they love you, said Tamal Krishna, I am sure they will all want to come and be with you. Your love for me, says Srila Prabhupada, will be shown by how much you cooperate to keep this institution together after I am gone. That is how to show that we love the Father. Not that I'm the best child and you are useless. Therefore, because I'm the best and you are useless, I should not see the need to cooperate. I should not see the need to discuss things properly and make things beneficial for everyone. The word was sent to all the GBC secretaries worldwide. Srila Prabhupada might depart very soon, and he wanted them to be with him in Vrindavan. As soon as possible, the GBC men left their duties and came to him. I can have many reasons to give not to come. Srila Prabhupada, I don't have money. The last money with me, is it better for me to use it to feed devotees, or should use it to go and see Prabhupada? Which one is better? The devotees should be hungry, so I can go and spend this money to go and see Guru, and devotees are not having food to eat in the temple. Which one should I do?
Common judgment here you will think about feeding the devotees. The normal judgment, somebody will think of is to feed the devotees.
Yes.
I think that's the right thing.
Yes. That is what some of us will do. Most of us will do that. Because, why? We don't want to go. I have my empire already, so what is the need to? I have my empire. So we try to find reason. And forgetting that Krishna in the heart and he knows everything. So I don't want to attend program. So when it is time for program, I have a need to go to toilet. Is it not? So I'm pressed. Yes, you are pressed at 4:30 because all along, from all along, you are not pressed. Why Krishna make it? It's Krishna who did it because it is our desire. Because I don't want to go for Mangalati. So when it is 4:25, serious need to go to bathroom. Serious. Should I go and pass most of the temple in Mangalati? I'm doing the arti and offload. In the altar you are doing arti because you are so addicted. 4:25, there is a serious need. You run to the toilet. By the time you finish, Mangalati is finished. Probably didn't come to. I was so pressed. It is your desire. Krishna is fulfilling. It's a bona fide reason not to come because you are sick. It's bona fide. That you have a serious need. Don't forget, Krishna is in the heart. He is the one who dictates everything. Because Upadrasta, Numanta, Upadrasta. It's not true in your life. Is it not true? Krishna is the witness of everything. And also he is the permitter. For us to do anything we want to do. He witnessed and he gave permission. Yeah, I don't have the only things are very difficult at this pandemic time. There's no movement, no donation is coming. The last money I have, as we used to go and see Prabhupada, and Stab the devotees until I come back? Which one I should do? Tell me. What should I do? Oh, I see, Prabhupada. For here. For now, you can say like that in our room. What's the Prabhupada? That is too much now. What will happen to devotees? Maybe they should start. If Prabhupada would like that I came to him instead of feeding devotees. So that's the only money you're going to have for your life. No. But that is what we'll be thinking. Because you don't want to go. Everything is perfect. Powerful devotees. Perfect Mr. Intelligence. There's no excuse here. Because they all wanted to come. They love Prabhupada, so they came. They came because they don't have any difficulties. They came because they don't have difficulties. They came because they love Prabhupada. There were so many challenges, they left it. The gopis were serving their babies. They were breastfeeding the baby. When Krishna played his flute, they ran and dumped the baby. Why? They loved him. Therefore, can sacrifice anything. Can sacrifice anything, everything. There's no alternative. What one of our acharyas said, when Krishna blew the flute for the gopis, they don't have any second direction. The only one direction. Only one direction. They don't have, their feet cannot take them anywhere. It is only one direction, like a magnet. To Krishna. Nothing existed. Only to go there. It's love.
Somebody should try this.
That is, yes. Yes. Yes.
They do that now, this person is not normal.
Yes. That is prema. That is prema. It's for Lord Krishna. There is no alternative. This is Krishna. Did you hear that the babies died? Did you hear that? That the babies die? If we do that on our own for sanctification, the baby will die. Because for Krishna, the baby died? No. The GBC men met and decided that aside from Prabhupada's will, which will secure the ISKCON properties, and aside from making all the bank account within ISKCON secure, there were also a few questions which they should put before Prabhupada before it was too late. These questions, such as how future disciples will be initiated, will have to be answered. Everything is here, but we are speculating. Otherwise, it will become a source of, they will design what is there. It's a source of speculation and havoc after Srila Prabhupada's departure. A selected committee from the GBC came before Srila Prabhupada as he sat up in bed in the main room downstairs. He sat up, not useless, that whatever he says is not correct. It's in pure consciousness. Swarup Das Goswami was to be the spokesman. But he felt shy and uneasy. To come directly before Srila Prabhupada and ask about what should be done after his passing away might seem impertinent. But it was necessary. Srila Prabhupada himself had requested that the GBC come to Vrindavan to take care of exactly this kind of business. Srila Prabhupada said, Satsarup, we were all asked by the rest of the GBC to come to ask some questions. These are the members of the original GBC as you first made it out. Our first question is about the GBC members. We want to know how long should they remain in office. Srila Prabhupada spoke slowly and deeply. They should remain for good. Selected men are chosen so that they cannot be changed. Rather, if some competent men are found, they should be added. Saswara asked what to do if a GBC member gave up his post. And Prabhupada said that the GBC body should elect another man. Our next question, Saswara proceeded, concerns initiation in the future. Particularly at the time when you are no longer with us. We want to know how a first and second initiation should be conducted. Yes, says the Prabhupada. I shall recommend some of you what he had already described many times throughout his Bhaktivedanta purport was now being implemented. His disciples would become gurus and accept disciples on their own. Is it clear? This is what I'm saying. This is what I said before. That it is clearly written here, but we are speculating. Yes, I'm repeating. Yes, says the Prabhupada. I shall recommend some of you to do what? To do what? Initiate. What he had already described many times throughout his Bhaktivedanta purport was now being implemented. His disciples will become gurus and accept disciples of their own. I remember one of his disciples, I forgot the name. He was already giving name to the Prabhupada stopped him, say, in my presence you cannot do that. When I'm not physically present, then you can accept disciples. It is clearly written. Very clear. Now everybody is bringing their own idea. So many people have to say, so many people now say so many things. In any community where everybody have to say something, that is Sudra community. And what is the result? Confusion. There is no clarity. Because I have to say what is good for me. You have to say what is good for me. So what is good for everybody is what? It's Sudra. Whatever everybody thinks is good, you have to say this is Sudra. A Satriya, a rigid and bona fide leadership comes from authority. Prabhupada made it very clear. But we are all speculating and creating confusion. Saswara next asks about the BBT. Is it not clear? He's asking one by one. At present, he said, no translated works are to be published without your seeing and approving them. So the question is there any system for publishing works in the future? Works that you may not see, that we have to examine expertly, proper replied. That we have to examine expertly, replied Prabhupada. He accepted the principle that future works could be translated from Sanskrit, but he cautioned. But amongst my disciples, I don't think there are many who can translate properly. So later it was approved. Siddhananda Goswami and Gopi Pradana Prabhu, they did. The remaining part of the 10th canto, 11th canto, and the 12th. Prabhupada stopped at 35. 35? Yeah, 35. 10th canto, 35. From after that, his disciple. Gopi Pradana Prabhu's translation is perfect. It's perfect. Srila Prabhupada went on to describe the special qualifications for translating Sanskrit, Vaishnava literature. It will take a realized soul, he said. It will take a realized soul. Not just being a Sanskrit scholar. It is not the qualification. The qualification is to be a realized soul. Otherwise, simply by imitating A, B, C, D, it will not help. My purports are liked by people because it is presented as practical experience. It cannot be done unless one is realized. Srila Prabhupada had already given the outline for his will to Tamal Krishna Goswami. The GBC will be the ultimate governing authority in ISKCON. 3 trustees will be assigned to each ISKCON property. The GBC was to make a thorough draft and make the will legal. For Srila Prabhupada, a will meant protection for his ISKCON. As Srila Prabhupada had explained, a devotee has not a tinge of self-interest. Everything is for Krishna. But in his purity, he must not be naive. ISKCON was a large, growing organization of properties and monies intended 100% for use in the devotional service of Krishna. Srila Prabhupada called on the GBC to be vigilant. At times like this, it became especially clear that the day was approaching when Prabhupada's children will have to grow up and lead, manage, protect, and expand his society on their own. This might well be their last chances to learn directly from him and to be close with him for chanting the holy name and dedicating themselves utterly to carrying out his desires for ISKCON. A few days later, the final version of the declaration of will was notarized in the presence of a lawyer. The GBC men, each of whom had pressing leadership and administrative duties within their respective zones began to feel the need to return to their posts. When some of them expressed their plans to return to their areas of work, Prabhupada gave his permission. They had been together for a week, and now, one by one, they began to disperse. Within another week, most of them had left Vrindavan. Srila Prabhupada and his small staff remained, and a constant chanting continued, performed by the devotees of the Krishna Balaram temple. Srila Prabhupada ki. Any comments? Question? Yes.
The importance of being around an important personality one can become. Sometimes somebody's parents. Sometimes maybe somebody's parents, maybe father or mother want to become. Why is it important for the person to be around when the person is a baby? I've seen a situation, and this one is not even spiritual. Just somebody, the father was sick and the father was in their need of him to be around before he lived. Like the father knows what he did. They were saying government work, trying to get permission, right? The father died and they were not there. So later on, I think later on the work couldn't continue, lost the work. But there are some important things about the family the father wanted to communicate to him.
Yes.
And because he was not there, the father left the body and he could not get that knowledge. The father died without passing that knowledge to him. So it was later on when things became very difficult for him in life. He was going from place to place to find out why his son told him that when your father was about to die, you were not there. You didn't see your father. There's miscommunication there, and that is what you're suffering. I've seen situations like that. So this one is spiritual. That is about it.
Yes.
So I remember when we are celebrating his death in Mayapur, we said his appearance. Yes. So I remember the testimony of our governor Prananath. Yeah, I said then when the news break up that Gurudev was about to leave the body, and he was newly initiated, he had not gotten enough association with Gurudev. And he said then he was burning with burning desire to at least see Gurudev before Gurudev. Even though then they have announced that no burning, not all the devotees should. So as of then, Gurudev was limited people who can come close to him. And then in Brazil, where he was just newly initiated devotee, and how he spoke to his temple president for last week. The only way you can support you is to go and distribute book. If you're able to raise money for ticket. I said, luckily, he went and distributed one strong support. Was able to get last year and went to 𝐃𝐚𝐦𝐿 and Gurudev. And Gurudev saw him, and even though he was not seeing people, he was hiding because Gurudev said he doesn't want people to start coming from different places. So Gurudev saw him and called him. And he went and I had Asha and Gurudev spoke to him. He was sorry. Couldn't give him much, he was kind of home. He said he was happy that he went and Gurudev saw him and spoke with him. Also, it is very important. Especially when someone to read the Lord like this. If not physically, the disciple should be with him in spirit.
Yes. He will give the last instruction. Very, very, very intimate instruction. So it is necessary for those who will succeed him to be there. So see here, proper call for the GBC, because these are his successors, of course. I don't mean that they're replacing Prabhupada. That's not what I mean. But if someone hearing success, GBC are not Prabhupada's successors. In the sense that they are representing in managing the society, not that they have taken his position. Nobody can take, nobody can enter in Prabhupada's position. His position is unique to himself. So the GBC are representing him after his vision, to manage, to lead the society, taking account of everything, the organizational, the spiritual, properties, monies, and everything to be care for devotees and make sure things are ready. This instruction is given at this time. The last thing. Therefore, he called for the DVC members to come. When Tamakasa was asked, is it some of them or just all? He said, all of them. Because they are going to get the last, and empowerment also is there. So they will go with that energy to serve him nicely. So it's always necessary. It's always necessary. And you see, all important people, they do that. Yeah, the first child who's supposed to represent the father must be present, so the father can give instruction where he has left fortune, all the things, all the documents, everything are handed over to him. Yes. And the instruction how to do everything will be given at that time. The will. Yeah, it is necessary. It is necessary.
When I met Brahmananda Prabhu in Vrindavan, so he explained that how he came to Africa first. But Prabhupada first sent him to East Africa, Kenya and everything. I tried to preach there. Couldn't. Then he went. It was when Prabhupada was about to leave before the Prabhupada beckoned at him to come closer. Then when he went closer to Prabhupada, then Prabhupada can no longer talk loud. For him to speak, he had to bring your ear close. So when he bent down, Prabhupada whispered in his ear, said, now you have to go and preach with interior Africa. You have interior Africa and preach. So he said, Prabhupada giving him that instruction. Then after the ceremony of Prabhupada and everything, that was how he prepared and came to Nigeria. At that moment, Prabhupada was about to die. Prabhupada gave him that instruction. He should go to Africa and preach. That was how he came to Nigeria.
Yeah, this is a very important time. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Gaura Premanandi. All glories assembled devotees.